Okay, happy day, new radio day. Of course, I know what this is. This should be the Retevis RT85. So, I got it from the value store of Retavis and it took ordered March 14, I think, or March 12, he built me now. So, let me go over these. Retavis. There you go. Retavis RT85. What do you have? You have, a good user's manual. Not unlike, so I have several user. Oh, this is the TYT user's manual. Very good. Unlike the Baofeng, of course. The Retevis looks like an actual user's manual. That's good. Although, I don't know if you were ever gonna use this. Some warning or I don't know, licensing. And I don't know what this plastic is. Oh, this should have been the battery, and there's no battery. This would be really, really bad if they don't include the battery. Where's the belt clip? And oh yeah, so this is a bummer here because the docking, the docking station, yung charger niya, directly connected sa 220 wall socket. So hindi mo siya matatanggal. Okay. And they only included one very short rubber duck antenna, shorter than the one that came with the TYT. This is the TYT came with two antennas, whip antenna, which is very good, and this rubber duck antenna, and this is shorter, a lot shorter, but both of them are SMA male, so that's great. That is wonderful. And that's it. That's the radio. Oh yeah, they have the battery in the radio. And of course you have this, if you ever use that or that. Take it aside for a while. The Retevis RT85 finally here in the flesh. I read so much about this. As I mentioned before, what prompted me to get two new radios actually that are better than Baofeng was I bought this platinum Baofeng. Oh, by the way, I made this leather holster for that. I bought this platinum UV5R. This is a Baofeng. Very good battery, but the receive is so poor, as you know, UV5R or any Baofeng, I think. And then I tried Versa Hero once again. How I should have that radio. And the reception is really, really good. And I was like, oh, there must be a problem with the Baofeng because the Versa is not very expensive like, Yaesu or Icom, Kenwood, Alinko. But it performs really well. My QSO was up to at least Angeles on Simplex. Well, with an aerial antenna. But here it's useless for a lot of long distance QSOing because of the receive. So this is 8 watts. And so I was like, that's so sad because that UV5R, no, sorry, that Versa wasn't mine. It was bought by a friend and I just programmed it. Yeah, and so I ordered this, and this wouldn't come like in 1 week that I wanted, and so I ordered this because this is from a local distributor, and it came like 2 days later. Very, very, I love this. I dropped this already once, so it's at least there's a test of its robustness. Hindi naman nasira yung screen. So I love this. Very good in the hands. I like how it looks. I thought I wouldn't. But this also feels really nice. And I like the squarish instead of this roundish shape to it. I'm telling you, I like this. I like how this feels. So, again, SMA female on the radio and SMA male on the antenna. So it's not interchangeable with Baofeng, which is good. I'm gonna SWR this, of course. So here we go. Initial test. I think you just need to turn it on like that. Oh wow. Okay, even the sound is better than the buffing. And the screen is good, I think. I don't know if you can see it, sorry. But the screen is nice. Let me turn on my light here. So a little bit of light. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So this is the Retavis. This is dual bander, 5 watts, I think. The battery is already installed. So let's take it out. It is VHF 7.4, just like many of the handheld radios from China. This is made in China, but I heard a lot of good things about this. And there is no indication of the power. The capacity is 1,400 milliamperes, so there's no indication of whether it's 8 watts or 5 watts. But I heard this is 5 watts, I think. This is the, of course, let's see. Nothing there. Information maybe at the back. Oh yeah, there we go. 5 watts. 5 watts. Yeah. All right, so it's 5 watts. RT85. I like how it sounds.
16, 15, 14.
And I think it has the same voice function as the TYT. I turned it off here. Okay, and so what else? With the form function, I like this because you probably don't. There's a ridge here. Medyo nakalubog yung screen niya. So if you drop it like that, hindi yung mismong LCD glass or maybe plastic yon, yung magagasgas. Nakalubog siya ng konti doon. Unlike this, kaya natakot ako. Makikita nyo talagang flash almost. Except for this maybe. Yeah. Mas mataas pa yung screen kaysa dito sa ridges dito. So when I drop this, buti hindi pababa. Makikita nyo yung drop dito. So patagilid siya, tsaka dito. So hindi na damage yung screen, which is good. So I dropped like about 2 feet lang naman. So that's the TYT, but hey, the Retavis is good because even if you drop this, hindi siya basta-basta mababasag. At nakapababa rin yung kanyang pad. Pero pagdating sa configuration ng keypad, pareho sila ng TYT. You have the function up and down, and then A and B. And you can see very, very similar. Yeah. Okay, so it's not charged up well. Let me take the plastic off. Whoa, it should be much better without the plastic, of course. Yeah.
13.
You know what? Let me tell you something. When I bought this, there's a TYT that is UV98, which is, it looks like this. It's squarish, but it's not crossband, and it's almost 800 peso cheaper than this. And the reason why I chose this is because of this knob here, like channel selection or VFO selection, or even in the menu. So it's like the up and down, and I was like, oh, that looks, more pro instead of the very ubiquitous now up and down button, and even for the face, which you have up and down button, diba? Gusto ko ng knob for selecting VFO or any other use. And then I realized, especially for the handheld, perhaps because I'm so used to the up and down, the Baofeng, let's have this other Baofeng. The Baofeng has up and down also, and for my handheld, I've only used Baofengs before in my previous life as an amateur. I I never had handhelds before because my setup was base radios all along. But now the handhelds, eventually I like to have like a Yaesu and a Nikon, maybe a Kenwood handheld. But for now, this is what the budget permits. I have two radios. But anyway, what I'm talking about is the selector. It's I find it not so much a big deal anyway, especially if maybe if you live in, or maybe if you're very active in different amateur bands and you have many channels or many frequencies that you uh, excuse the pun, that you frequent to, then yeah, okay, you can go and go use the channel selector. But for me, I only have like maybe 4 or 5 different frequencies or channels that I use. um, I realized I don't need this that much. And oddly enough, when I was using this at about 6 p.m., medyo madilim na, and I'm walking my cat with the Baofeng before. So I have 3 Baofengs. Actually, I had 4, but the other UV5R has long been donated to somebody else. So now I have 3. I have 2 UV5R and UV82. Like, that's not enough. I mean, Baofeng's just cheap, right? And then I realized I wanted to use the flashlight with this, and there's no flashlight, of course. And I was like, oh, because I don't like a flashlight because I'm a pro. This is a light, and I think this should work okay. Oh, that's the scotch. That's a flashlight. But there's no like flashing, rapid flashing like the Baofeng. So it's just on and off, which I think is, yeah, great. You know what? I like this. Okay, form function. As I mentioned, I think this is way better in terms of the plastic. I wouldn't say this is worlds apart. They are worlds apart, but yeah, you can feel it. You can feel the finish of this. It's really like toyish, toy-like plastic quality, and this is more like a professional plastic quality. Yeah, and you have the battery. You have some reaches there, anti-slip, which this should benefit from. That's why I lost grip on this. So there you go. This is the Retevis. Let me try some stuff here. Let's go. This is outside the amateur band. 145, 620.
1, 4,
Oh, okay. This is in channel mode. Huh?
escape,
Okay.
1,
4,
4,
5, 6,
6, 2,
2, 0.
0.
So 145, 6, 2, 0, and 145. Testing mic 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Testing mic 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the receive. Testing mic 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the quality, the audio quality, even with it's a very poor test, of course, but I can hear a better audio quality on this. Okay, so to wrap this video up, it's just a very quick unboxing and initial tests. I really can't compare. Okay, how much did I pay for this? This was priced at 1,600. I bought this for 1,200. So with a almost 400 peso coupon. I bought this for 1,200 as well. 1,190. Because this is an 8 watts, and it is truly 8 watts, by the way. Yeah. So transmission, I have no problem with this. I could transmit in UHF up to 10, 11, 13, I think was my farthest. Okay, so with VHF, with an aerial, by the way, with an aerial antenna. But reception, too, very bad. So I can't compare. Maybe you can compare it with this. But so if you compare it with the Baofeng, this is much better feel in the hand. It looks, in my opinion, it looks much better. Like the keypads here are like a joke. Ang liit. Dito medyo, full on keypad. And like with my other radios, I learned this trick from a long time ago. I think from my aunt. So you will notice meron siyang parang clear coat there. That's not paint. That's just nail polish. So I'm gonna put nail polish on this para hindi masyadong mag-fade. And the good thing about nail polish is it will just peel off kapag ka masyado ng luma. And then you have fresh pads pa rin after that, which very good. Good trick. So this probably, yeah, maybe you can compare this, but compare them. But in terms of the price, this is maybe 1,000 more generally than the Baofeng. So you don't want to compare this, but with this, yeah. So if you're up for a Baofeng radio, which you will pay for, let's say 800 for UV5R, normal UV5R, maybe 800, 750 sometimes, or 1,000. I'm talking about online prices. Store prices would probably be about 1,200 to 1,500. But if you're buying online, you're shopping for Baofeng, I say don't. Buy Retevis. They don't have many accessories that you can get for Baofeng, but you don't need those accessories. The earpieces, they're just junks. All you need is a handheld. Yeah, so instead of getting a Baofeng, good price, but just add maybe 200-300 pesos more or 500 pesos more, you'll get this, which is, I would say, which is much better feel. Now, when it comes to reception on my aerial antenna, I will try it later. I've already shown you in other videos that the Baofeng reception is really bad. They call it desensitized when it comes to when you have a good paired with a good antenna here. Even with the stock antenna, it doesn't hear as well as the TYT and the Versa. But the Retavis, I'm gonna try it now and let you know about it. Si India Shera talk wato nang silang testing a new handheld. How copy po?
Tito Isto po, kayo quality 4 at Sugar 1. Go ahead.
Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much just testing out the new rig. Thank you very much. 73 to all.
Copy, Tito Isto po. Hindi ko lang maalala kung anong metro mo dati. Hindi ko alam kung nag-Sugar 3, Sugar 5 ka. Pero yung Sugar 1 mo, maliwanag naman po.
Opo, I think kasi usually I'm using yung isang Cygnus na 25 watts. Now I'm pushing 5 watts lang on new handheld lang. Just kararating lang kaya excited subukan. Thank you sa QSO report.
Copy, Tito Isto po. Oo. 25 water, tama. Tapos naka 5 watts lang.
Ngayon po naka 5 watts ngayon, yeah.
Copy. Sige po, maraming salamat. Good morning dyan, Tito Isto po. Ng Muntinlupa. Yung isa pong breaker na may patutok.
Okay, so mali yun. Hindi tayo Muntinlupa. Tayo ay from Silang. Siya ay from Angeles. Okay, now trying SWR on the Retevis RT85. This is in high power on UHF. And we're getting 5.71. Okay, let's try high power on VHF. 5.49. So that's the high power, and it has
menu power.
Actually, hindi niya masyadong nababasa. Oh, ang lakas ng
signal. Level power. Enter.
They have a mid power. Let's try the mid.
Escape.
So that's mid power, and it gives us 3.15. And I think obviously the low would give us about 2 watts or maybe 1 watt. 1.72 watts. So that's the power rating. So it's true. High power on more than 5 watts, over about 6 watts. Right. Let's try the rubber duck antenna. Okay, so this is the rubber duck stock antenna that came with the Retevis RT85. Let's see it on VHF. 1.02, no problem. On UHF, oh, not that great, but still, you know, within usable range. 3.46. So there you go. On UHF and VHF, that's the Retevis RT85, and this is on low power. Let's try it.
Menu power. Enter. Escape.
Okay, at 144. Now with the antenna, you can see the VSWR. So the power is 5.58, and antenna is very good for VHF, actually not so good on UHF, which is okay, which is fine. Very normal for handheld radios. Alright, so that's the Retevis RT85. I like it. The belt tip, I don't think I'm gonna use it, but it's good. It's better than your normal. As I mentioned, this, you want to compare this to Baofeng, not with any other else, but I think this is really great. This is really great. All right, thank you very much, and see you on hopefully another rig day or another radio day. Bye bye.